Hello there. Welcome to Mark's World. And I just want to talk to you about something. Now, I'm certainly not a financial planner or a will planner or an estate planner or anything like that, but I am executor of my mother's will. And this is something I think you might be interested in. And this is the one thing that your kids are not going to like. Um, Leaving them a big unsettled mess to deal with. Now, as executor, my mother does have a will, but for many years she was I don't want to say she was a hoarder, but she attended a lot of flea markets and she accumulated a lot of stuff. And she has a garage full of stuff that it really is just a lot of junk. To her, it might be kind of, a treasure, but to everybody else, it's just a lot of junk. And it's a lot of stuff that nobody wants. As it turns out, I will have to deal with that when she passes away. It doesn't make me very happy, but I'm not going to grab sale all this stuff. I'm just going to get a dumpster and probably chuck it in there. I'll let, my siblings pick through what they want and everybody else and their kids and that sort of thing. But there's going to be a lot of stuff left over because there's just so much stuff there that no one's really going to have any interest in keeping. So that's one thing. Now, another thing is my mom has promised some of her jewelry to one daughter and then to another daughter and then to one of her nieces and then one to one of her other nieces. And I keep telling her, Mom, you've got to put this stuff in writing and add it to your will. We take it to the lawyer. The lawyer can witness it, or the paralegal or somebody can witness it. Make sure it's all legal. Just saying you want to leave it to somebody, that doesn't make it legal at all. Even just writing a note, it has to be attached to your will and has to be done legally. So that's another thing. Making sure that, when you do have a will, for instance, my will is very basic, very simple. My daughter is executor, and I've crossed all my T's and dotted my I's, and I make sure that everything will be dealt with evenly. I haven't left any one thing to any one child. Everything will just be split down the middle. I have not accumulated a lot of stuff. I'm kind of a minimalist. I don't have a lot of material possessions. What I do have is, stuff that I use, camera equipment, media equipment, my my cameras, my stereo and stuff like that, and my old videotapes and whatever, and my furniture, and of course my condo, and some money in the bank and that sort of thing. But everything is all legal. It's in my will. It's stipulated. It's right down the middle. It's very easy to deal with, and I think that's important. So, just a word of advice to anyone who has to deal with a will, if they're either an executor of someone's will, or if they are leaving a will and they want to make sure that everything is dealt with, because it's your voice from beyond the grave and whoever, just make sure that everything is in order. And please don't leave your kids a big mess. They're not going to like that. I know, like I said, my mom has accumulated so much stuff. I mean, at one time she had well over 100 lawn ornaments, which is ridiculous. And all her garage, flea market stuff. There's for years she could not get her minivan into the garage. She doesn't drive anymore, but still the double garage is just floor to ceiling full of stuff. Every room is full of stuff. Every nook and cranny, every drawer is. She had a major mold problem for a while because the air cannot circulate. There was just so much stuff under the bed and in the closet. She even had one of her shower stalls full of teddy bears and stuff. And all those little soaps and stuff you get from hotels, just drawers full of stuff like that. Just ridiculous. So anyways, like I said, just do yourself a favor, do your kids a favor. Dot your I's, cross your T's, and leave them a nice clean will with not a lot of residual stuff to deal with. And I think they'll be very happy, and I'm sure you will be too. There you go. Thank you for tuning in.